Hey guys, how's it going? It is crazy season. Today we have with us the Nothing 3. Now this is soon to be launching here in the UAE. I have a few things that I can show you and some things that I still can't, but one thing I can do is unbox it, so let's jump right in. All right, so here we have the box, a slightly different box from the type we've seen from Nothing till now, but the generic sort of branding is the same, but I don't know why I pondered on that for that long. But we've got the little pull tab. Let's get that off and open up the case here. And let's get that out. And inside, that's interesting. No textured this. I was expecting usually the phone's sort of textured imprint is on this, which it is not. But all right, let's switch over here, and here we have it. We always have the little welcome message over here, which is always there, and this is the phone. We'll get back to that in just a sec. And, ooh, case in the box. I mean, okay, listen, we know that Nothing makes some weird stuff, but like, oh my God, look at this case. That is so funny. I don't think I've ever seen a case look like that. That is too funny. I mean, look at this. I think it's the first time I'm laughing so much on an unboxing. But okay, moving in, do we have the cable? Yes, we do. Oh, we finally get the transparent cables again, the ones that everyone was whining about. So that's great that these are back inside. And yes, we have the beautiful Nothing SIM eject pin. I think this is the most beautiful SIM eject pin that any brand makes. And just in case you want to know, yes, there is some documentation inside as well. But before we jump right into the phone while I'm packing all these things, my name is Daanesh, this is DaanTalks, and as you can see, I am going crazy running this channel, but obviously thoroughly enjoying it and loving all the interaction that you guys are providing. So keep that going, do support the channel as much as you can, and yeah, let's unwrap this Nothing Phone 3. All right, first let's take a look at the back. Okay then. Oh man, this is going to take a bit to get used to, but let's open this up. Oh, it's almost like a game to see if you can preserve that. Okay, and here we have it. All right, that is a beefy phone. I was not expecting that, but also like in the world of like super thin phones, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to have a nice chunky phone. This is 9mm thick, so not crazy chunky, but that flatness is there. And on this back, oh, this controversial back, I'm not gonna lie when I say that I'm heartbroken that the Glyph interface is gone. But listen, no one takes a risk like Nothing, and this is a risk. So yeah, credit to them. But let's pop this hilarious case on, because I think this case serves a purpose. Oh, I was hoping that the case would flatten everything out, but it doesn't. But yes, obviously no wobble whatsoever. Oh, there is a bit, tiny bit here. There's a wobble here, tiny bit. But yeah, if you're going to be using the case provided in the box, this is it. But I'm not a case person, so I definitely won't be using this. And let's take a look at it from here. Now, I'm curious. I'd love for you guys to start chiming into the comments now itself and let me know what you guys think of this phone, because in my mind, I know what they showed about symmetry and stuff like that, but look at this 3A. It is stunning. It is stunning. It is stunning to behold. But then you look at this and I think they went a bit too wacky. You know, I literally just a little while ago saw a tweet on Arun's profile, Mr. Who's the Boss, and he posted something where someone said they fixed the Nothing, and I'd be curious on your opinions. Does that look fixed to you? Or is it brilliant that there is a phone in 2025 that looks like this? Let me know in the comments. All right, continuing with the design, we have, like I said, a 9mm thick body, decent body. Feels very nice in the hand, about 218 grams. We've got Gorilla Glass 7i on the front, and we've got Gorilla Glass Victus, original Victus on the back. We also have an LED here, which I'm super excited to check out. We've got the Glyph matrix here, which I'm also excited to check out. And we've got the 3 cameras. Now, these are all 50 megapixel cameras and a 50 megapixel selfie. I'm super excited to check all these out. And one other thing I do appreciate is that always nothing puts the buttons at the right height, which is really, really nice. The one thing I will say is that even though the buttons have different textures, a lot of times, I wish these were the other way around. I wish the essential key was on top and the power button was on the bottom, because a lot of times you just kind of click on the first button thinking you're clicking on the power button, but you're not. You're clicking on the essential space, which isn't exactly super useful in my last usage when I was checking out the Nothing 3A. Now, even when I switch the phone on, I am restricted a bit in terms of what I can show you, but let me switch it on and I'll show you as much as I can. So there it is, your Nothing OS. The display is an OLED. Excellent. 6.67 inches, excellent. We've got 4500 peak brightness. This is Full HD plus. And as far as the processor is concerned, we all know that we have to discuss the fact that this has a Snapdragon 8S Gen 4 4nm chip, not the 8 Elite, which a lot of us expected. Then we do have 12 and 16 GB of RAM. And we do have 256 and 512 GB of storage. Apart from that, inside we have a 5150 milliamp battery. If you're in India, you will be getting a 5500 milliamp battery. We have 65 watt wired charging, 15 watt wireless, and 7.5 reverse charging as well. There are 2 colors going to be available. One is the white, which I have here, and then there's the black one as well. But that's about it for what I can discuss right now. Like I said, there's a lot to check out with this phone. I really am curious about this. I do miss the Glyph interface, and we'll whine and talk about that later in the full review that I will have coming up soon. But let me know in the meantime what you would like to see, because that's most important, right? That this is what I'm doing, and I'm doing it for you guys so that y'all can get the questions you have answered. But let me know what all you want to see, what you want to know, and yeah, let me know in the comments so I can kind of prep my full review according to that. But apart from that, if you enjoyed what you're watching, as always, please do support the channel any way you see fit. And my name is Daanesh. I will see you in the next one, which in fact is less than 24 hours from right now.